Alright, so that is probably going to be it for tonight. So, testing Dorinthea uh, was definitely interesting. If you want a deck that goes to absolute nail biters, Dorinthea is for you. If you want a very high skill cap deck, uh, I would also recommend picking her up. We didn't mention any wizards today, which is kind of unfortunate because it basically renders 5 of our slots blank. So today we played against, what was it? We played against a Jeremiah and won, and then a dash and won, and lost. We lost exactly to their last max velocity. We played a Katsu and lost, and we played a very heavily blocking Levia and won. So not exactly the most competitive decks to play against, but definitely a good showcase for the deck, regardless. So some closing thoughts for the day. So our attacks were very strong. They did a lot of work, even not against the Dromai. Um, Things like Route and Puncture both did a lot of work. Supremacy did a lot. Spoils was actually surprisingly average, same to Warrior's Valor. Run Through was not used very much at all. Our Twinnings did come in a couple of matchups and did quite a bit of work. We didn't actually get to use Sing Steelblade. Blue Overpower came in clutch in their last game. They went very, very close. We had to play it out to go over by enough to present lethal the same turn on 1 against to burn them all, which is always fun to do. Of course, Bolter's MVP. Courage very strong. Crown of Providence is absolutely insane, even though it didn't quite save us at any point today. Just getting the filtering from it is very powerful. Unsung Pride was our only real, proper stinker today. It just didn't really do a lot, and not blocking actually matters quite often. So this is probably getting trimmed maybe to 1. I could see playing just 1 and going up maybe a Jabil, maybe a second Sing Steelblade, maybe a third Route, maybe a second Breed Unsung Response. Or we can also play something like a Red Overpower, or like another 7 power like a Wounded Bull. But yeah, I do really enjoy playing this deck. It has been a lot of fun. I'm not sure about Run Through as well. It did okay doing its job, but it's just kind of weak. Like you never would love to have a Run Through. Like cards like Glint and 20 Blade, you pretty much always love to have, like Steelblade Supremacy, Out for Blood, Puncture, Route. Like you always want to have those cards, well, pretty much always. Run Through seems a lot more niche, where it's only really good when you're way ahead. And for that reason, I think you can maybe even get away with trimming it even further. I'm not sure if there's any more yellows you really want to play. This deck does quite often need yellows. Yeah, I can tinker around with the deck and have a look at it. And that's the reason why I played 2 in the first place. I could definitely see trailing out Sing Steelblade more. And I definitely do have to look at these Oasis Spices to see if they're needed. Same with the Steelblade Shout, they didn't come off the bench today either. Same with India the Null Rune. Like, we played against a Dromai, which we could have played Null Rune Hood against, but I think we just want the filtering from Crown of Providence. We want to be very greedy in that matchup, so I think a Null Rune is just too conservative of a play, even though we did go to 1 with no AB. But yeah, even though we didn't quite get the forward today, but this deck is very fun to play, and there's a very definite result when you get good at this deck. Like, you can very obviously see your level of play at this deck, which at the moment mine is not the greatest. So yeah, it'll be definitely interesting to play this deck a little bit more in testing and see if it's worth picking up for Nationals. But yeah, thank you for watching, and yeah, if you do pick up this deck, let me know how it goes, because I'm very interested to hear other people's experiences, especially with some of the more weird cards, like only playing 2 route, only playing 1 singing, like the fighting spirits, things like that, like 1 red iron song, things like that. But yeah, alright, thank you for watching. We'll talk to you later.